The Kings is supposed to be unlisted. Sir, I believe that bag's illegal. I believe that can be. I believe that bag's legal here, sir.
It's not. It's illegal when you. At this rate, I got this one last year, given to me. So at this rate, in 6 years.
6 years, you'll have a new one. Be nice. We know what that chair is for. Yeah. All right, fire me up if you want.
At least I got him on eBay, so I paid him.
Morning, everybody. Weigh-in's getting started here, just a couple minutes away, top of the hour. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Your man, Cold Coffee, Ken Hathaway, he's the one providing you this wonderful, high-quality video stream. Me, John Morgan, I'm back here just shooting still photos, sending out tweets, updating the website, all that. So, be happy to jump in here and chat a little bit when we can. But obviously, I got to get those photos filed, results filed, all that stuff too. So that does take precedence. Apologize if my voice cracks a little bit today. I've been sick for the last week. Definitely heard Marvin Vettori over on the other side, so I would expect him to weigh in pretty early. Ah, flip. Too kind, too kind. Much appreciated. MB, you can't wait for this golf match. Yeah, sorry. I try to keep my voice down a little bit. I tend to get a little loud when I'm speaking at full volume. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. No, man, you already know who got the first question. You already know. Nicholas, no. I'm going to pass on that, but thank you. Yeah, Joe Tadaro, Impica Sanganai, 170. By the way, that fight is starting at 8:30 a.m. local time. Saf, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Adam, yes, I do commentate the CFFC fights. That's me and CM Punk that were on that call, what, a week ago, where the gentleman lost his finger. Crazy scenes there. If you haven't watched that, check it out. Oh. Uh-oh. Sounds like we're waiting on John Anik to be here. And we're kind of wondering if maybe his transportation service gave him the wrong time. We're starting an hour early than normal, so a little bit of a scramble here. Yeah? Nice. We're hearing it's going to go fast today. That's what we like to hear. Early start hopefully means an early finish. We got 15. All right, so we got 15 in the building already. So we're going to rattle off the first 15, which that'll be a little more than half the card right off the bat. London, we did 30 one time. All right, John Anik in the building with 90 seconds to spare. John Anik is here. Oh, look at that.
Straight for the local 9 out of Boston.
John Anik coming in hot. All right, let's get things started. All right, here we go. Looks like Marvin Vettori first on the scale.
All right, thank you all for being here for the official weigh-in. It is UFC Fight Night, Vettori versus Holland, and the first fighter to the scale is only the man around whom this fight card was built, the 6th-ranked UFC middleweight contender, the Italian Dream, Marvin Vettori. £186, the official weight for Marvin Vettori. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC is light heavyweight division, Da-Un Jung. 205 and a half, the official weight for Da-Un Jung. All right, next fighter to the scale, charged with kicking off the main card live on ABC in the UFC's welterweight division, Platinum, Mike Perry.
even.
170 pounds, the official weight for Mike Perry. Good job, Mike. All right, now we come up on a co-main event fighter in the UFC's featherweight division, number 11 in the world, Super Sadiq Yusuf.
Even.
146 pounds, the official weight for Super Sadiq. All right, next up in the UFC's bantamweight division, still undefeated, please welcome Jack Shore.
Even.
136, the official weight for Jack Shore. And the next fighter to the scale, also in the bantamweight division, his opponent, Hunter Azure.
$135.5.
135 and a half, the official weight for Hunter Azure. All right, moving on now to a prelim in the UFC's welterweight division. He is Sasha Palatnikov.
$170.5.
170 and 1/2 pounds, the official weight for Sasha Palatnikov. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC bantamweight division, set to make her UFC debut here tomorrow, Erin Blanchfield. The official weight, 135 pounds for Erin Blanchfield. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's featherweight division, Native Psycho, Jordan Griffin.
$145.5.
145 and a half for Jordan Griffin.
listen real close. You hear Holland and Vettori going at it next door. Holland saying, don't.
All right, next fighter to the scale, set to compete live on ABC tomorrow afternoon, the 5th-ranked strawweight in the world, Nina Nunes. £116, the official weight for Nina Nunes. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's middleweight division, also set to compete live on ABC tomorrow, the Cuban Missile Crisis, Julian Marquez. We want to try.
Yeah, it's a little bit of it.
£186, the official weight for Julian Marquez.
All right, back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on J Marquez MMA. I'm giving away a PlayStation, Xbox, UFC 4 game for you guys. Play in ABC number.
All right, next fighter to the scale, remarkably taking part in his 2nd UFC main event in a span of 3 weeks, Kevin Trailblazer Holland. Official weight 183.5 pounds for Kevin Holland. Your middleweight main event is now official. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's light heavyweight division out of the great state of Connecticut. Please welcome William Knight. $205.5, the official weight for William Knight. All right, next fighter to the scale, deservedly taking part in a co-main event here live on ABC in the featherweight division, number 10, Arnold Almighty Allen. The official weight, 145 and 1/2 pounds for Arnold Allen. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's lightweight division, Mateusz Gamrot.
Even.
156, the official weight for Mateusz Gamrot. All right, next fighter to the scale, back in the middleweight division for the first time in a long time, competing live on ABC tomorrow. He is Smiling Sam Alvey.
Even.
186 pounds, the official weight for Sam Alvey. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's lightweight division, Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman.
$155.5.
155.5, the official weight for Scott Holtzman. All right, we will stay in the lightweight division as we welcome our next athlete, set to make his record 37th UFC appearance here tomorrow, Jim Miller. $155.5, the official weight for Jim Miller.
Something like that. Yeah, 18.
All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's welterweight division, Impa Kasanganay. 170 and a half for Impa Kasanganay. Great job, guys. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's lightweight division, set to make his 18th UFC appearance, John Makdessi.
and a half.
153 and a half, the official weight for John Makdessi. All right, next fighter to the scale set to make his UFC debut in the featherweight division, Luis Saldana. $145.5, the official weight for Luis Saldana. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's heavyweight division, the Cape Verdean, the Mad Titan, Yorgan De Castro. $261.5, the official weight for Yorgan De Castro. All right, next fighter to the scale set to compete live on ABC tomorrow on the main card in the UFC strawweight division, number 11, Mackenzie Dern. £115, the official weight for Mackenzie Dern. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's welterweight division, competing live on ABC out of Los Angeles, California, Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez.
$170 and a half.
170 and 1/2 pounds, the official weight for D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez.
It's always nice when a sports starved town like that really gets to celebrate something, huh? Careful how loud you say that, by the way. finally all caught up there. About 54 minutes into our weigh-in session here. Still got a little over an hour remaining for the rest of the fighters to make weight. At this point, we're waiting on the entire main card has made weight. Marvin Vettori 186, Kevin Holland 183 and a half, Arnold Allen 145 and a half, Sadiq Yusuf 146. You can take a full list of everything over at MMA Junkie. See all the updated weights. Actually have the photos that have been taken to date already published up there as well. So if you want to take a look at photos, you can do that. Man, Cold Coffee is we'll have video highlights as well later. Right now we're just waiting on Joe Selecki, Norma Dumont, Ignacio Bahamondes, and Jarvis Dana. Faceoffs will be at the top of the hour. We started an hour early, so if you're tuning in just waiting for things to get started, we started an hour early this week because of the early start to the fights tomorrow. So really just a couple people left to weigh in. And then Faceoffs will be at 10 a.m. Pacific time, whereas they're normally 11 a.m. I don't think that guy's dead, but boy, with that vision, it's tough to see, isn't it? Ishmael, thoughts on Quiet Kevin Holland? I like it. You know, if you go back and watch his media day interview with us, Cole Coffey and I were talking about it yesterday on the MMA Roadshow podcast. Like, I like it. It seemed like, hey, I hear the message. I'm here to do business, and you know, it didn't seem disrespectful or like, oh, y'all don't want me to talk. I'm not going to talk. It wasn't that. It's really honestly seemed to be okay. You know, I got the message, and he said, like, I don't care if you're a hater and you don't like me. I don't care. But Dana, the business, I get it. I got to act different. So I like it. I like the focus. Now, that said, he's still got a tough fight ahead of him. I ended up picking Marvin Vettori anyway in this fight. But I do feel like Kevin Holland's going to give a good representation of himself. I know everybody else jokes about the ASMR stuff, but I don't want to be too loud. I get disrupted. Everybody on the other places complains because all they can hear is my voice on their stream. Yeah, Perry was 170. Yeah, Israel, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, by the way, but that said, if you didn't catch it live, they were jawing a little bit back and forth in the back, so we couldn't see it. But you know, we're sitting right next to where the fighter's being held, and you could hear Kevin Holland say, "Don't be me, don't be talking," and Marvin yelled back at him, "I don't have to talk. I'm gonna f you up." So there was a little bit of talking. Thanks, Nigel. Glad you guys enjoy it. Wish I could sit here and chat the whole time, but got to do the photo galleries and all that stuff too. Irregardless, well played on the name there, and much appreciated, sir. DXJ, I don't want no part of those dudes. I'll take them down in a frosty beverage session. I ain't fighting them in a cage. Cold Coffee, Izzy said, show your face. I don't know why I want to see the cameraman's face, but Cold Coffee's deep in the video edit up there. Ken Hathaway. Yeah, John Gotti, Mike Perry weighed in 170. He looked lean all week, man. If you look back at his media day thing, he looked lean. So, Aaron, good morning. Thanks, sir. It's actually kind of funny, Benji. Oh, Ishmael, good question. I hate to say it, but Paul. I hate to say it, but Paul. John looked like he had staff, Otis says. I didn't see that. I'll have to go back and take a look at that. I didn't. Sometimes I don't see the details because I'm looking through my camera lens. But I didn't see that. Adam, much appreciated. Thank you, sir. Take a look at that photo. Were you just talking trash, or did you really think he had staff? I'm looking at his photo now. Let me see where you're looking. Oh, you're talking about the little bump on his chest? I'll have to look at past weigh-in photos and see if that stands out. Hey, I'm definitely not a Jake Paul or DXJ. I'm hoping Askren can win. I'm just nervous, I guess. We'll have Mike Bond out there for MMA Junkie, so we'll have some coverage out there for the event. Yeah, Hichiroku, I believe is how you say that. Or Hachiroku. Perry did weigh in. He was 170. We're just waiting on a handful of people. If you want to see full results, head over to MMA Junkie. Started an hour earlier than normal because of the early start time tomorrow. Askren by sub. That'd be nice. Definitely don't want no part of Francis Ngannou there from future gaze. Yeah, Aaron, I hope Jones versus Ngannou happens. I definitely want to see it. Montana, we still got 58 minutes, so still plenty of time. Zach, I agree, man. He seemed to be in a good place. Seemed to be in a very, very good place. So we'll see. I'm anxious to see it. He definitely sounds, says he's focused. So, like I said, he was on weight. He was 170, so it's a good sign. Maxie made that championship weight. Ishmael, I do think John Jones is being reasonable. I think he'll make more than 8 to 10 million on that fight. I think it'll be really big. I think it'll be a really big fight. My understanding is he wants money on the front end. He wants it guaranteed, and that's why it's a common issue is that he wants more of it guaranteed up front. That's just what I've heard. I think he'll make a ton of money on the fight. I really do, man. I think it's going to be a huge, huge fight. It's just such an easy sell. The scariest dude on the planet, and Francis Ngannou, and the greatest of all time, and John Jones. How easy is that to sell to casual fans? Scott, yeah, this was originally because it was supposed to be an all-European main event. That's why they wanted to do it in prime time. California love. Well, my favorite thing about living in Vegas is everything's open 24 hours, except during COVID. Some things have changed, but Yeah, I love the fact that I can go get a drink at 4 o'clock in the morning if I want, if I'm being honest. Frosty beverages 24/7, baby. Never having to hear the words last call. It's the best part of living in Vegas. No feints. Martin Faceoffs will be at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. local. Benji, there you go. Yeah, to be honest, man, I think he'll make 15, 20 million from the fight. I really do. But he wants it on the front end. I get that. Hopefully it'll happen. Gins, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, man. And Flip, yeah. Been doing this for a while, man. Thanks, gays. Should do that. DXJ, yeah, that's the lifestyle right there. Martin, top of the hour. Black Russian. Fortunately, I don't have to. Christian Rodriguez. That's an interesting question. Skill-wise, he could. I mean, he could fight with anybody, but it's getting the fights in a row. You know what I mean? It's staying busy enough. So that's the problem. Juan, I think he could make 30 million. It's just he wants it up front. Jesse, thanks, man. That was crazy. That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life, much less commentated on. T-Bone, of course you can, anytime. Especially if there's a frosty beverage involved. Be happy to sit down and talk MMA. Juan, my favorite drink is the next one. April 17th, I'm fighting on the zone. Respect, if that's the case, dude. Much respect. Thanks for jumping in. Good luck in your fight, my man. Dissolution. The blue shirt was funny. It was like 8 years ago, but it was just for my son. For anybody that doesn't know, my wife sent me a picture of my son when he was less than a year old, touching the TV, and I just happened to be wearing a blue shirt that night. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wear a blue shirt every event so that my kid can find me when I'm not at home. So that's how it started. I never thought anybody would notice, but then I realized it was kind of easy to see over and over. That's what's up, Flip. Much respect. Thank you, sir. JC, every fighter's been dressed the same for a long time. Martin, we don't actually have a bubble, so. But yeah, I have been tested. I think, hold on. In fact, I have to get a test today. Let me see. I've been keeping track of it ever since back in May. Today will be my 84th COVID test. But then I actually get to go home. We can quarantine at home since we live here. Israel, that's a hot take there. Reebok was better than Venom. You haven't even seen it all yet. I do like what I've seen so far. Yeah, people asking about the Venom. I like what I see so far. I mean, look, Venom's been in the business for a long time. They're known for making quality gear, right? I mean, people in the industry respect the gear that Venom makes. I know it's not a big, brand like Nike or Under Armour or something like that, but they make quality gear. So I am kind of anxious to see how it all plays out. JC, they do have different colors, I think, but I mean, you're just seeing them in their boxers right now, so that's probably part of it. Yeah, there you go, Benji. It's a proper MMA brand, so I don't think it's a bad thing. Regardless of blue Venom shirt. Yeah, we need to talk to him, right? Talk to him about getting wearing the Venom gear. Sal Bernos, the first question started a long time ago just as a way so that they didn't have to wait to get press conference started, and then obviously I was just like at every single event, so just kind of became the way it is. Now there's only, like right now during the pandemic era, it's crazy because there's hardly any media because media doesn't travel, so there's not a lot of us here, to be honest with you. So people are like, you asked too many questions. I'm like, dude, there's only like 5 media people here, so what else are you gonna do? Black Russian, supposedly potatoes. I ain't buying it. Dotson Nunes versus Dern. Scott, that's a great fight. I really like it a lot. By the way, if you didn't see Mackenzie Dern, she talked about doing strength and conditioning and really focusing on that part of her game. She looked in great shape today. And then, Nina Ansaroff / Nina Nunes now, as she's officially being known. Returning 6.5 months after giving birth, pretty amazing. It's good. It's a good fight. I'm looking forward to that one. Juan, thoughts on cross promotion? I think you just hit it. Don't think it'll happen, but still want your thoughts. That's what I think. I don't think it'll happen, but I'd love to see it. Look, we just saw how good fight. If you didn't know already, there's great fighters everywhere, Demetrius Johnson just lost, right? Stopped for the first time in his career. There's great fights in all promotions. Skitska, who's left to weigh in? You can go check out the full results over at MMA Junkie, but left to weigh in are Joe Selecki, Norma Demont, Ignacio Bahamondes, and Georges Dano. I've already got the photos published, actually, of everybody that's weighed in so far. So if you want to see their photos, those are up on MMA Junkie as well. I'll update those with the remaining photos once they take them, and then I'll add the face-off photos in there as well. And then Cold Coffee, Ken Hathaway, he'll have the video highlights up a little bit later as well. Profits. I've covered MMA professionally since 2006. And MMA Junkie, I believe, was started late 2005, early 2006. I was the first person. I didn't actually start it, but I was the first person hired outside of the people that started it. Who, unfortunately, are no longer a part of the company. I guess I'm the elder statesman. I hadn't thought about that. Future Gaze, I got Usman again, man. I really do. I do think that obviously Masvidal being on a full camp is helpful. He'll have more cardio, clearly, but I just think Masvidal's a bad matchup for him. That Usman's a bad matchup for him, I should say. Aaron, that used to be the reputation that Bellator is the dumping ground for the UFC. I get it, but if you're being fair, if you're being honest, they got a lot of homegrown talent on that roster. A lot of homegrown talent on that roster. So I don't think that's an accurate statement, to be honest with you. Martin, yes, I love living in Vegas. To be honest with you, it's funny because I really didn't like visiting it that much because the Strip gets a little bit overwhelming after a couple days. But living here is awesome, man. Everything's open 24/7. Weather's awesome. Can't beat it. Valentina, Usman, Wiley, great parlay. What kind of odds do you get on that parlay, Eric? Do you know offhand? Alex said Adrian Moraes cheated against Mighty Mouse if it was in America, but it wasn't, so he didn't. Darling, I think Mike Penis needs more work. Ishmael, yes, I'm excited for fans back in there again, man. You think about the buzz that was in there, like with Zhang Weili, Ioane, and Jacek. Like, oh, missed that, man. Missed that. Plus 350. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Loaded Films. Holland just said, don't be like me, don't be talking. And Marvin said back to him, he was like, I don't need to talk, I'm going to F you up. So there you go. Angel Usman is a bad matchup for anybody's feet. Dude, that video of him shadowboxing where he just started stomping on the feet cracked me up, man. You gotta lean into the trolls, right? Be back. Have you read the story about the hostile work environment at Venom? Is that serious? No, I haven't. I had never heard that. Is that a joke or is that a real story? I never heard that. Profits? No, I don't bet on UFC. It's not that it's illegal or immoral, but I just find I look at the fights different. I used to play a little bit, but I could just tell, like, if I had money on a fight when a round was close, I was trying to make excuses in my head for why the guy I had money on was the one that won. And I just thought that made me kind of a poor journalist if I'm not able to give you an unbiased opinion. So because of that, I don't bet. What is your theory on why Marvin is so angry? I don't know, but I like it. He's a hothead, man, but I love it. He just wants to beat up everybody. I'm a fan. Yeah, DXJ, exactly. 50K on Andrade, April 17th. Big Z. Mike Perry did look good on scale, 170. The Eddie Alvarez DQ. I didn't like the Eddie Alvarez DQ, to be honest with you. I do think one or two of those shots were to the back of the head. I don't think they were all legal. But the DQ seemed a little bit excessive to me, and I'm not sure that the damage didn't come in when he did those big hammer fists at the end as well. So I felt for Eddie on that one, man. I thought, maybe a no contest. Maybe a no contest. I thought DQ was a little strong. Christian, thank you. Appreciate you. Saw somebody say Holland with glasses. It terrifies him. That's funny. Urban Man 3K on Jorge to win by submission. Strong. Martin, I do watch other sports. I don't get to watch as much as I used to, like MMA's. Pretty much owns my life, but yeah, I grew up watching everything. I was born and raised in Dallas, so a Dallas fan for everything. Wow, thank you, sir. Brutal, I do. I think Leon could beat Usman. Leon's a talented fighter. I don't know that he will. Usman's strong. Skit, you got to do a better setup than that, man. I mean, look, I'm as immature as anybody. A good D's nuts jokes will crack me up, but you gotta have a better setup than that. You gotta do strong. Can't. That's too silly. Profits, yeah, I went to school for it. It was something I wanted to do when I was a kid. I think once I realized I wasn't gonna be able to play professional sports, I was like, well, hey, at least if I could cover professional sports, I'd still be around it, which was fun for me. And then I was a huge MMA fan when I was a kid, but MMA wasn't as big as it is now. So I never thought I'd be able to do this professionally full time. But the two passions came together, and there you go. Ooh, Juan, best tourist attraction in Vegas. Good question. Get off the strip a little bit, man. That's what I reckon. Get off the strip. I mean, the strip is fun, and there's lots of like great stuff to do there. But get out, man. Go up to Mount Charleston. Go to the lake. You know, go check out. Go check out some of the stuff out there. Red Rock is awesome. Do that stuff. James, let's see, how many are we waiting on? Is it 4 right now? I think we're waiting on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just still waiting on Joe Selecki, Norman DeMott, Ignacio Bahamondes, and Jarvis Dano. Obviously, they do have 40 more minutes to weigh in. Loaded Films, that's it, man. It's that. It's a cliche, but it's true. John Gotti, best restaurant in Vegas. Dude, you know my favorite, honestly, is Oscar's Steakhouse at the Plaza. Old school steakhouse. Solid. Giannis, he's got to do the Costa fight, right? They're trying to put that together. See the parlay of the night here. Arnold Allen, Mackenzie Dern. Finish over 4.5. All right. Let's see where you're at. Dylan, no fights canceled so far. Ooh, the Oyster Bar. Yeah, the Oyster Bar is solid if you can get a seat there. It's at Palace Station. I'm assuming he's the one you're talking about, the Aaron. That's a strong one. Common sense, no, I do not have any financial interest in MMA Junkie. I used to be a part owner, but we sold to USA Today in 2011. I was a minority owner, but we sold to USA Today in 2011. So now I'm just an employee. Oh, Otis, yeah, that's true. Dawkins versus Kizrev. That did get canceled earlier this week, but none today. None today. Yeah. Eric Manasty, Secret Pizza over at the Cosmo. Solid as well. Solid as well. Pizza Rock downtown, though. Hit up Pizza Rock. Solid. Dev, give me a job. I wish I had that power. Respect profits. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Oh, commission getting back in place. Looks like we're going to have at least one fighter. Let's get back to it.
All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC women's bantamweight division, Norma Dumont.
$139.5.
139.5 pounds, the official weight for Norma Dumont.
so Norma Dumont, pretty significant miss there. We've not gotten an update on whether or not that fight will continue. We were just told that Norma is done cutting. She will not be allowed to cut any additional weights. That 139.5, that is her final weight. That leaves us with 3 fighters left to weigh in: Joe Selecki, Ignacio Bahamondes, and Jardis Dano. If you need weigh-in results, all of them are updated up at MMA Junkie, but your entire main card is official. Marvin Vettori 186, Kevin Holland 183.5. Photo gallery is up already over there too of everybody that's weighed in so far, so you can check that out. We'll update that as they continue to weigh in, and we'll have the face-offs in there as well. And of course, we'll have the video highlights after. Damn, I missed what y'all are talking about with Anik over there. Juan, that's a good question. Never thought about that. Yeah, consider race car driving a sport. I don't know about poker. Yeah, they like the San Antonio market a lot. I just think the Houston won out, but yeah, they definitely like San Antonio as well. Sassazone, appreciate you. Vince, no, they have not weighed in yet. He has not. Ignacio has not weighed in. 5D, no blue polo today. Saving that for tomorrow. Vince, I've answered your question directly, and I had mentioned it multiple times, bro. In Vegas, southwest area, Mountain's Edge. I like it. Salborn, does might as well stand a chance. He does stand a chance, but I do pick Usman in that matchup. That's a good question. One. Sorry, Vince. It's all good. Oh. I saw that too. It comes back. Don't worry. I don't know what happened there. I've never seen that happen before with a question mark. Huh? That's kind of weird. I guess the stream died for a second, but Kenny fixed it. But yeah, I've never seen that. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Been sick all week long. Kind of getting over it now. Luca, yeah, Dumont was the last one to weigh in. She was 139.5. So she's the only one that's missed weight so far. Nicole, yeah, Platinum Perry did weigh in 170. Yeah, I saw that too. Who said that he lost English? Oh, commission getting back in place. So it looks like one of our 3 fighters maybe. No, I don't think I have COVID. I tested on Tuesday. I test again today. Hopefully I don't. Yeah, that's why I have to wear a mask so I don't spread the COVID. Be back. I haven't seen any of the links, so I don't know if this chat like kills the links automatically or what, but I haven't seen any links. So I promise I'm not ignoring you back. Mountain Man, that should be a brawl. Okay, let's see who we got over here. 3 fighters left to weigh in. Looks like it's Joe Selecki.
All right, next fighter to the scale, part of the featured prelim live on ESPN in the UFC's lightweight division, Joe Selecki.
John.
155 and 1/2 pounds, the official weight for Joe Selecki.
It's all good. I was like, he'll move. I was like, oh, he's not moving. 2 left, yeah. No. Yeah, 2 left. Yep. right, so for those asking, 23 minutes or so left in the weigh-ins. We started an hour early than normal because of the early starts for the fight tomorrow. Remember, it's a little bit earlier start, so waiting on just 2 fighters at this time, and then face-offs will be at the top of the hour, 10 a.m. local. Juan, great at one sport, I think. Vettori, second round sub, says Dean Manfredi. Noah's GOAT, Igor Vovchanchin, has not weighed in. Ooh, Skull says Holland knocked out in the first 10 seconds. Ooh. Alex, the 2 we're waiting on at this point are Jargistano and Ignacio Bahamondes. You can get full results over at MMA Junkie. Animosity first fight tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern or 8:30 a.m. Pacific, here locally. Hank Hill coming in strong. Peanut butter is better than jelly. I mean, we're talking hot sports opinions here. Keanu Romero, Norma Dumont was the only fighter who's missed weight so far. And we don't have any update on that fight, by the way, other than the fact that we know she's done cutting. Excuse me. JoJo, Mike Perry did make weight. 170 on the dot. Oh, yes, Nina Ansaroff is now officially Nina Nunes. Oh, see, there you go, Jeremiah. That's the truth. It's the sum of the parts is greater than the value individually, right? Aiden, still 19 minutes left. Otis, the Dawkins Dynasty. Respect. CFFC's own Dawkins brothers. Hank, I hope not, man. I've been sick all week. But I did test clean on Tuesday, and I'm testing again today, so hopefully not. Bob Jordan said Holland employs the jab, avoids the takedown, and batters Vettori until he quits on his seat. Max, I'll talk with him, see what we can do about that. Jesse, I did get my hands on the PS5. I've been playing a lot with my son. Oh, Jeremiah, I don't know. It's CFFC's got a really strong broadcast team, I can tell you that. But we got love for LFA too. Obviously, Ed Soros, known him for a long, long time. So respect for everything he's doing over there. He's always been very, very good to me. So Kiana, really want to see the face-off. I know. Listen, they were, and obviously we're clearly talking about Vettori and Holland. Obviously, they were jawing a little bit backstage, so we'll see how it goes. I see Ken Hathaway has decided to type in the chat today. Cold coffee over here throwing me under the bus, saying I got that Rona cough. I saw the DMX thing. That's crazy. Thanks, Lob. Appreciate that. Holland does mean anyone, anywhere, anytime, Nathan. You gotta respect him. Look, I still got love for Kevin Holland, man. He's a great fighter and he's an entertainer. I didn't love the performance last time out, for sure, against Brunson. But it's not like that's completely out of character for him. That's the way he fights, right? He talks while he does it. I just felt like he got, the point where he was just talking to Habib the whole time instead of, like, getting instructions between rounds. That bothered me a little bit. Aiden, there you go. Shout out to CFFC. That's what's up. Yeah, we just got 2 left. Jargistano, Ignacio Bahamondes. Those are the last 2 to weigh in. And they have another 16, 17 minutes to do it. Jermaine, yeah, we've only got 2 fighters left to weigh in. So if you want to see full weigh-in results, head over to MMA Junkie. We just got 2 fighters left to weigh in, and then the face-offs will follow immediately after. Sass is on. I bet you felt pretty comfortable with that money the whole time. CC Sports, Invicta is coming back. They're just not doing it on UFC Fight Pass, but they do intend to carry on. DNT, yeah, you never know. Got that ground game. Yeah, Bellator tonight. Keep an eye on that. What a great week, huh? We had 1 championship. We got Bellator. We got UFC. I love it. Mountain, I did not say that. Ooh, Hank Hill calling for the Michael Chandler KO. It's a great fight. It's a great fight. Gabriel, MMA Junkie is not a real person, but we are an organization and a website. Juan, what's a super fight that you want to see? Hey, are we calling John Jones, Francis Ngannou a super fight? Because if we're calling it a super fight, count me on that one. I want to see that one. Brian, thoughts on the 1 debut? I mean, kind of a crazy show for him, right? I didn't like the Alvarez DQ, and man, crazy the Demetrius loss, right? Crazy. Hi, Hannah. Oh, I think I got Michael Chandler in that fight, Lava. I think I got Michael Chandler in that fight, but Charles Oliveira is tough. Jeremiah, I don't bet on fights, but I was telling somebody earlier, Marias at those kind of odds, man, I probably would have put money on Marias if I'm being honest with you. John Smith, much respect, thank you. Flip, do I get nervous? I do a little bit sometimes. I do a little bit. Yay or nay, Loaded Films. I'm okay with knees to a grounded opponent. I really am. Simon Simano, our managing editor, just wrote a column today saying that he doesn't like them, and I understand people that don't like them, but I'm okay with the knees to a down opponent, if I'm being honest. Alan, I don't really watch wrestling anymore, to be honest with you. I got no problem with it. I'm not one of those people that thinks, like, I get it, people like it, but I just don't really watch it. I got Bader tonight, Juan. I got Bader tonight. Sorry, I don't know those characters there, but who missed weight? Norma DeMott, the only one that missed weight so far. Best fight you witnessed at the Apex so far? Ooh, that's a good question. I hadn't thought about it. It's so weird, man. Like, it's been awesome to be able to have fights here at the Apex, but miss the fans, man. Those amazing atmospheres add so much to great fights, you know? Yeah, Loaded. That's the thing. That's my whole thing with knees on the ground. Oh, sounds like we're getting ready, huh? Yeah, but it's like, so you can knee me in the head or on the feet. And it's like, I don't know the science behind it, but I think you could generate more power with a punch, honestly, than you could a knee. So I don't know. I think there's arguments. JC, I will. Soccer kicks I don't like. So that's my line. I guess everybody has a different line. I don't like the soccer kicks. I'll be honest. Soccer kicks to the head of a down opponent I don't love. Knees I'm okay with.
All right, next athlete to the scale in the UFC's heavyweight division. We welcome back Man Mountain, Jargis Danho. $255.5, the official weight for Jargis Danho. All right, our final fighter to weigh in this morning in the UFC's lightweight division, set to make his debut here tomorrow night, Ignacio Bahamondes.
$157.
157 pounds for Ignacio Bahamondes. All right, Ignacio Bahamondes is going to make one more attempt with the curtain. Stand by. 156 3/4, the official weight for Ignacio Bahamondes.
He's done. Wow. So it sounds like Bahamondes is done cutting as well. So we'll wait to hear on those two fights. Face-off should happen here pretty shortly, so we'll just leave the stream up and you can check out the face-offs as well.
While we're doing this, coaches, you have to please reach out to the other coaches in the hotel. Tell them to go down to the second coach test. There's a shoulder we for that today. We'll take the fighters over. We're gonna ask guys to leave your shirts on the chairs. Ladies, shirts off. Work goes on. And we'll line up around the corner.
Yeah.
Red corner.
I'll sit.
You guys gonna go out there.
I'm gonna sit.
Square off center stage. After you square off, exit the stage that way. You don't need you guys to
In there. Back. How far up can I be?
Thank you, man. You too. You get that.
Here? Yeah. Okay. Now, am I really in your way?
You're in everyone's way, Amy.
That wasn't me.
Hmm?
That wasn't me, Charlie.
Well, you're in everybody's way.
There are more than one woman in this. There is more than I cannot see. There's more than one woman in this room.
Yes, but she's not in the way. Just a minute. Thank you. Just push my bag over if you need to. It's a little heavy, but you can just slide it.
You know what? If that's the case, I'm gonna stand.
What's that?
If this is the case, I'm gonna stand because I want to get closer to the middle. I'm gonna stand behind.
Stay on the other side of the stairs, behind the thing. He's on this side. I mean,
You're gonna stand there.
I'll be on this side.
Can I scoot your chair in? The camera. Can I scoot your chair in? Or just stand like right here?
I just wanted to give you that weird pause.
I know, it's very uncomfortable. Mission accomplished.
You're back down. getting played, cool. Why are you gonna leave your phone when you're gonna want it?
I'm not gonna do it all.
Well, that's true.
So uncomfortable standing right here. We have to get our test after this, don't we? Upstairs.
Somewhere.
I'm not too close to you now. Maybe now I'm too close to you. Because she said she didn't really that close. It wasn't about that.
That's right.
You're not.
Yeah.
You get sick, the whole show doesn't relax.
This match gets started. Nolan King did confirm that the Aaron Blanchfield versus Holland do not fight this time.
Good.
No, it's a happy beginning. Thank you. This goes on all day long, by the way.
We went to which is like, I'm so conflicted every time we go, but man, my kids love it.
John, Heidi, you guys ready?
Ready when you are.
Yeah.
We just
We're ready, yes, sir.
Are we waiting on Dave?
John's here.
We know they can't go on without you, bro.
All right, thank y'all for being here. All right, thank y'all for being here. UFC Fight Night, Vettori versus Holland. We're going to stare these guys off. Greatest matchmaker on planet Earth at present. Sean Shelby is in the building. We will begin with the prelims, of which there are many. First out of the chute, the welterweight division, Impa Kasangarai versus Sasha Palatnikov. All of these prelim fights can be seen live on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Next up in the light heavyweight division, Da Un Jung versus William Knight. All right, next fight in the featherweight division, Luis Saldana versus Jordan Griffin. All right, next up in the UFC bantamweight division, Hunter Azure versus Jack Shore. Lone heavyweight matchup on the card. It'll be Jorgen De Castro versus Jargis Danho. All right, next prelim comes your way in the lightweight division. It'll be John Makdessi versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Also at 155 pounds, Scott Holtzman versus Mateusz Gamrot. And our featured preliminary bout, also in the lightweight division, Jim Miller versus Joe Selecki. All right, and that brings us to the main card live on ABC. First up in the UFC welterweight division, Platinum Mike Perry versus Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez. All right, next main card matchup in the UFC strawweight division, 5th ranked Nina Nunes versus number 11 Mackenzie Dern. All right, next up we get to a featured bout in the UFC's middleweight division, Smiling Sam Alvey versus the Cuban Missile Crisis Julian Marquez. All right, now we get to the co-main event. How good is this in the UFC featherweight division? Number 10 versus number 11, Arnold Allen versus Sadiq Youssef. And that brings us to our middleweight main event, live tomorrow on ABC. Number 6, Marvin the Italian Dream Vettori taking on 10th ranked Kevin Trailblazer Holland. This one's got some heat on it, folks. Vettori, Holland, under the lights tomorrow on ABC. One more sleep, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.
COVID tested.
I gotta go to meet on that.
Thanks for watching, y'all.
You can go take it now?
Yeah.